already studied tabular representation of data, that is grouped and ungrouped frequency distribution table. This one is group frequency distribution table and this one is ungrouped frequency distribution table. So the tabular representation of data is an ideal way of presenting the data in a systematic manner. But when these numerical figures are represented pictorially or graphically, they become more noticeable and they leave a more lasting effect on the mind of observer. So with the help of pictures or graph, data can be compared easily. So as compared to written statement, the graphical representation of statistical data has a more soothing effect on mind. We understand them more clearly. For example, this is the pie chart. The construction of pie chart already have studied in class 8. And this is bar graph, histogram, frequency polygon. These are the different graphical representation of data. In this chapter, we will deal mainly three types of graph. One is bar graph, second one histogram of uniform width as well as varying width, and third one is frequency polygon. So here you can see a bar graph. First we will learn about bar graph. The other name for bar graph is column graph. So here you can see one bar graph. So a particular section of class 9, 40 students were asked about the month of their birth and the following graph was prepared for this data. You can see the month is plotted in x-axis and the number of students are plotted in the y-axis. We know this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. Now we can see that 3 students of that class have birthday in the month of Jan. Again, maximum number 6 students in that class is having birthday in the month of August. And October, November and December, almost 4 students, they have their birthday in the month of October, November and December. So this is an example for bar graph. So in bar graph, we can see that uniform width are drawn with various height. You can see bars of uniform width but their height will be different, but this width are same. So the bars of uniform width are drawn with various height. Actually this height represent frequency of the corresponding observation. And also you can see that all the bars are of same width. All the bars are of same width. It is not like this. One bar is like this and the other bar is not like this. All the bars are of same width. And also the same space also is left in between these bars, these two bars. You can see that same space also is there in between two consecutive bars, and all the bars are of same width, but their height will be different. Height will be according to their frequency, corresponding frequency. And we can see that the variable will be marked in x-axis and the value of the variable will be marked in y-axis. Here the variable is different months and the value of the variable means the number of students whose birthday falling on the month of Jan. So number of students is the value of the variable and variable is month. So this is how the bar graph look like, and bar graph, the other name of bar graph is column graph. And in bar graph, uniform width of bars are drawn with various height and all the bars will be of equal width, but the height will be different. Height will be represent the frequency of corresponding observation and there will be same space in between these bars. Now let's see how to draw the bar graph. So here is the question. Given below are the seats won by different political parties in the polling outcome of a state assembly election. So they have named the political party as A, B, C, D, E and F, and the seats won is also given. Draw a bar graph to represent the polling result. Which political party won the maximum number of seats? So here the variable is political party, that we will take in x-axis. So political party I will mark in x-axis, and seats won is the values taken by these variables, that will be marked in y-axis. So seats 1 will be marked on y-axis. Now since it is given 10 until 75 we need to mark. So I am going to mark like this: 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Again, first political party A, then B, C, D, E and F. And we know that in bar graph the width of the bar should be equal, and there should be equal space between two consecutive bars. The first one is 75. So we can mark using the scale. You need to draw 75. So this is my first one. Next, B is 55. So we need to mark B 55. So between 50 and 60 we can mark, and the width of the bar should be equal. Again, C is 37. So we can mark 37. It will come near to 40. So this is the bar graph for the given data. We can see that width of the bar is uniform, as well as the space between the bar is also uniform. Now one question they have asked: which political party won the maximum number of seats? You can see the political party A has won the maximum number of seats. So you will mark the variable in the x-axis, values of the variable will be marked on the y-axis, and you can write the scale also. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 units on the y-axis. You can mark even the scale. Now the next question is: a survey conducted by an organization for the cause of illness and death among the women between the ages 15 to 44 worldwide found the following figures. So reproductive health condition test, the fatality rate is given as 31.8. Neuropsychiatric condition fatality rate is given as 25.4. Injuries it is 12.4. Cardiovascular condition it is 4.3. Respiratory condition 4.1, and other causes 22. We need to represent this data by bar graph, and also which condition from the graph you should find out which condition is the major cause of women's ill health and death worldwide. So the variables we will mark in x-axis, that is reproductive health condition, neuropsychiatric condition, injuries, cardiovascular condition, then respiratory conditions and other conditions. You can write even full, like sidewise you can write reproductive, like this also you can write. Now here, so causes we are taking in x-axis, and fatality rate you are taking in y-axis. So you can mark here fatality rate. Again 4.1 is there, so I start with 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So scale you can write on y-axis. 1 centimeter is equal to 5 units. Now in bar graph, the width of the bar should be equal, and there should be equal space between the consecutive bars. So first one is 31.8. So we can draw 31.8 near to 32. Again next one is 25.4. So 25 in 0.4. So we can see here reproductive health is 31.8%. Then next is 25.4. Injuries it is 12.4%. Cardiovascular it is 4.3, and the other one is 4.1, and other causes 22%. So this is how you will construct the bar graph. The bar should be of equal width, that you have to take care, and also the spacing between the bars should be of equal space, and variable should be denoted on x-axis, and the values of the variable should be given on y-axis. So thank you for watching my video.